want me doing the Jim Cantori, just out there, just getting buried in snow. And yeah, no, I'm good staying inside here. Look, there's a lot of games. I've got 8 games that are going to be impacted by the weather, but not all these games are going to be impacted the same way, right? Some of them are just cold, but with light winds. Some of them have feels like temperatures of 10 below zero. Some of them have wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. So each game has kind of its own impacts, and I put them into various buckets so we can kind of figure out short term which games are going to matter the most.
Yeah, so tell us about that, because I feel like Goldilocks and the Three Bears here. I get to play Goldilocks with the blonde hair. There's 3 categories here. I like to start with the downright ugly. Which one is that here?
Oh, you want to start with the ugliest?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I like, right?
I thought we were going to build a crescendo into the worst, but we can start with the worst of it. That works for me too. There's no question about it. The ugliest game is going to be the game in Cleveland. It's New Orleans at Cleveland. First off, it's cold. There could be some blowing snow. But what really matters is that we're going to see 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds. We're going to see wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. That is the kind of weather that you see maybe once a year. This is shut down the passing game kind of weather. This is run it 3 times and punt it and hope that your punt actually goes forward instead of getting blown sideways by the wind kind of weather. I don't see a viable way for these teams to efficiently move the ball because you can't throw it deep, and the defense knows that, so they're jamming in the box. It's just downright ugly when you get winds that high, and that's what I expect.
Heck of a first-time host on me, giving you a curveball and making you start with the ugly there. But that's what you get. If it couldn't be windy and raining sideways for you, that's what you get instead. I'll put it on you. Tell us what the next bucket is.
All right, nothing wrong with an audible when you're talking NFL. That works for me. We'll work our way from worst to gradually improving. And the next bucket I've got are games that we will definitely see impacts. Whether it's watching it or talking about the eventual score, there will be impacts from weather. That includes the Thursday night football game, Jacksonville at New York Jets. It's cold, it's wet. And I'm talking temperatures in the 40s and what looks to be at this point steady rain throughout that game. Heavy enough so that it's going to impact passing, right? When that ball gets slick, quarterbacks don't throw it quite as well. Wide receivers are more likely to drop it. Balls that they normally don't drop, you start to see guys drop. And then we'll see an increase in turnovers as well when it starts to rain, especially when it rains fairly heavy. And that's what I expect for that Jacksonville at Jets game. Now, the winds aren't as powerful, so you still can throw the ball deep, which is why it's in a slightly different bucket than what we'll see in Cleveland. About a 15 mile per hour wind there, which is manageable, but it's ugly. Similar story in Chicago, Buffalo at Chicago. This is not nice weather. It's 10 degrees with a 20 mile per hour sustained wind. The feels like temperature is going to be 10 below zero. And not only is it cold, but that 20 mile per hour sustained wind with gusts of up to 30, that makes it pretty tough for longer throws. It makes it hard on long field goals. And just in general, that's going to drive the scoring down as well.